and welcome to Alexandria High School. Tonight we've got high school volleyball championship style as the Moorhead Spuds take on the Sartell Sabres. Nothing new for the Spuds. This is the fifth time that they are looking for a section championship and a trip to St. Paul and a play in state tournament competition. Meanwhile, for Sartell, something new, but a great record coming in, 25 wins and just one loss on the year. And so with that, they've got a great, and we're doing it with young players. And sometimes the younger players, you wonder, maybe they just don't know that they're supposed to be nervous about something like this. And so we'll see how that all works out. But the Spuds tonight are getting ready to take on Sartell. We'll visit with head coach Charlene in just a moment.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Spectre Marketing Service would like to congratulate all of the fall Spud sports teams and wish them a wonderful season. Spectre Marketing Services also has a new season upon us, which will be emerging with a company called Range Printing out of Brainerd, Minnesota.
This Moorhead volleyball team that has made strides of improvement, I think, in the last as few as several weeks.
Yeah, we had some. We started off the year pretty well, but then kind of had run into some mid-season hiccups for a variety of reasons, and all of a sudden kind of switched up our lineup a few times, and all of a sudden things are starting to gel, click a little bit better, little routines, I think, maybe, and the last 2 games in our section, playoff games, have gone really quite smoothly, and so we're really excited to see what they're going to be able to bring tonight.
It wasn't just one lineup change along the way. You had to do some tinkering.
Yeah, just, it opened our eyes, got some kids to see some different positions, and which was, can be a good thing. Sometimes I think you kind of get stuck in a rut with the kids playing, one position, and this kind of opened our eyes to maybe see something a little bit different, see something novel. And it's kind of nice to be able to bring something else to the table, especially if another team maybe has been watching some earlier film of you, and maybe now we have some new nuances of things that we're doing that maybe will catch them by surprise.
Was it the opponent that kind of made some of these things obvious, or is it some things that you picked up on in practice?
I think just kind of looking at the last, again, the section games, just seeing what kind of blocking schemes were going up against us, they start looking at who our more formidable hitters are, and they're going to try and put up a double block on them. So if we can quicken our set a little bit and get those hitters out before the block can get there, help make them a little bit more successful versus always having to tool the block.
Sartell is a team that just about finished the season unbeaten. They had a great run.
Yeah, they did, and and they're young. They got quite a few juniors, and their number 5, their outside, is quite a great player. She contacts the ball really high. She's got all kinds of shots, so we anticipate that we're going to grow her a lot.
And with what kind of conference season did Sartell have? What was the strength that got them through to this point?
I think for them, they kind of stay in their Central Lakes Conference. Even most of the tournaments that they played were, those 2A schools, and so it'll be kind of interesting just to see what they look like against playing a little bit bigger schools, a little bit different style of game, and see if they can make some adjustments, or if that's going to rattle them.
And for the Spuds themselves, stay within yourselves.
It totally, so much of what we've learned in these last couple of weeks is just we got to take care of what's on our side of the court. And if we can do that and play our style of game and stay aggressive, whether it's serving or whether it's hitting, we'll be fine.
Charlene with us as the Spuds get ready to take on Sartell for the section championship and a return to Minnesota State volleyball play.
I get asked
all the time, what in the world is a credit union?
Let me tell you.
It's a member-owned financial cooperative.
And you're a part of it.
You're a part of it.
Because our earnings go back to our members.
So open your eyes to a credit union.
Yeah, that's right. Open them. Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
For good times and great food and drinks, gather your people and come visit us at Legends. You will love our wings, pulled pork, pizza, and other delicious items. Gluten-free and other special diets can be accommodated. We show all the major sporting events. If you are having a special event, take advantage of our event room and catering. Our catering is available for both delivery and pickup. Visit us today.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to. Have a sandwich, you hero.
officials, and the media. The Region 838 Committee and member schools invite all students and spectators to join with the 838 teams in displaying good sportsmanship throughout the tournament. First, we will introduce the members of the second-seeded Moorhead Spuds. We will introduce the reserve players and the starters. First, for Moorhead, the reserves, number 6, a senior, Megan Hugo. Number 7, a sophomore, Anna Knight. Number 8, a junior, Ella Swedberg. A sophomore, number 9, Ryan O'Hagan. Number 10, a junior, Claire Carrier. Hello, Claire. Hello, Claire. Number 11, a junior, Bryn Scubo.
From Alexandria High School, we are ready for Section 8, 3A Minnesota Volleyball Championship action as the Spuds and Sartell-St will have the opening serve in just a moment as the teams exchange handshakes as they circle the net. Coming in with just one loss on the season, Sartell had a dominant season for sure, and a young season, and as they look forward to the future, thinking that there are even better things yet to come. Meanwhile, the Moorhead Spuds were kind of rebuilding in some areas from a year ago and found themselves struggling at times throughout the early part of the season, and by season's end had sustained 11 losses. But at the end of the season, Moorhead had been putting some play together, defensively especially, that was taking them to wins as they worked their way into this championship game, getting a victory over Brainerd in their last outing to earn their way here. Detroit Lakes was a quarterfinal victim for the Spuds, and so they will look for their 5th straight section championship as they get ready to take on Sartell here tonight in Alexandria. Congratulations to the Moorhead football team as they gained the section championship last night with their 17-14 win at Bemidji. As we get ready to get this one underway, in set number 1, Moorhead serving, and the play goes off to the far side, bumped up the middle and returned. Here's the big hit and turned back by Moorhead. With the big hit there at the 9, worked off to the far side, the play is deflected up, and then a point goes to Sartell with a slip off the backside by Elizabeth Dilly, and that gives Sartell the early lead, 1-0. Sartell now serving, and as we look on, it is left to right. The play goes deep, and it's played by Coyer, and it comes back near side, or Vetter rather had the play, and it comes back now to Sartell as they tip it over, and played off to the far side by Carly Vetter. To the net it goes, tipped, and just over the net right in front of the number 1 referee, and that ties the set at 1 apiece. And with that, Maya Pfeiffer checks in. She, as a sophomore, was not in the figure, did not figure into the rotation early on, but midway through the season gained more and more playing time, more and more responsibility, and has responded. 1-1 we play here in set number 1 as Moorhead puts it to the net. Here's the hit, and it bounced over and then returned tipped deep, but gathered in there and played by the Sabres, and it comes back at a back set to the far side, hit, and then bounced out of play. The return by Sartell was wide, just off to the left of the referee, and that puts the serve back to Moorhead now with a 2-1 lead. Jalen Ennan lining it up and serving it across up the line to the far side. Here's the underhand scoop to keep it in play, and then lift it over, and Maya Pfeiffer on the near side had buffaloed her just a bit of knuckleball, and she couldn't play the return, and it goes to Sartell now with the set all tied up at 2. Sabres taking a look as the Spuds defense is set up. Here's a running jump serve, and it's played out of the back row by Ennan. Off to the far side, big hit there, returned by Morgan Vosberg. And then off to the far side, the hit there is wide by Dilly. Elizabeth Dilly trying to find the line across court, but misfired. And that gives Moorhead the lead now at 3-2 with Ayana Blythe to serve. She stands near the far right corner, and a jump serve there from Blythe. Just got it across, and it is saved a second time, and then on a free ball lifted over. Here's the return now, and brought up to the far side. Bumped ahead to the near side. Here's the turn of the look, and onto the floor. Greta Maho is there for the kill and the point for Sartell. This set is all tied now at 3. And with that, Caitlin Hammer returns to the lineup on the floor for Sartell. On the serve for the Sabres, it goes deep and it goes out, and it's point Moorhead. A little too much on it by Hope Grasswick as she lifted that one beyond the end line. And Moorhead will serve now as Claire Howell steps up to the serve line and throws it right into the net. And so a quick exchange here, and the set is all tied up at 4. Here comes Paige McIntoon. She'll step up to serve. McIntoon the near corner goes left-handed across, and it goes deep. Played back by Jalen Ennan. Here's a quick set and bumped across. The return off far side, wind up, and it's blocked at the net. Nice block there by Sam Zimmerman. The return goes down to the far baseline, and could not be saved as Willow Coyer took a dive at it, couldn't get underneath to lift it up, and it's 5-4 now Sartell. And again the serve, this one going deep, played back up. Claire Howell on the near side, and the Spuds get a score. Sam Zimmerman taking the set from Howell and slopping it across for the point, and it's 5-5. And the serve now by Carly Vetter. Goes midway, returned up to the net, then set off far side, bumped across. Moorhead playing it now to the net, and it just got across on the return and off to the far side, played back up, free ball over, and Moorhead on the return comes, and it's lifted up and played, and on a third hit did not go. So a 4-hit return, their point goes to Moorhead as the Spuds regain the lead now at 6-5, and so far this game is taking on all the nuances of a championship game. Play goes deep, the return comes up to the net, quickly tipped over, and then at the net, dropped down, it'll go to Sartell, they get the point. And we're all tied up at 6. And with that, Maya Workman returns to the Sartell lineup. Workman steps back to serve. Midway between the corners, here's the serve by Workman, coming near side. Ennan plays it off, returned to Ennan, big hit there, saved at the net. Moorhead continues on, here's another big hit at the net. Samantha Zimmerman with a lot of power, a lot of strength, a lot of speed. And Moorhead regains the lead at 7-6 as Willow Coyer steps up to serve. This match so far has never been, this set has never been more than 2 apart. Here's the play near side. Bumped ahead by Workman, and the return is quickly redirected. Nice move by Jalen Ennan, the return, and the hard hit gets away from Carly Vetter and out of bounds. Point goes to Sartell, and the serve then to the Sabres with the set all tied up at 7. And with that on the return, Taylor Voss checks into the front row. The serve by Caitlin Hammer goes deep to the far corner, played forward Moorhead. To the near side, Ennan swings it across. The return now by Sartell, and back set, it comes near side. Point goes to Sartell as they pick up a quick dump midway back. And Sartell regains the lead at 8-7. So once again, another exchange of advantage as the play comes back to Moorhead, dug off the floor. Played to the backside, big hit there, saved in the back row. Pushed back up to the net, big hit there by Dilly, and the return comes near side for Carly Vetter. And the return across, a diving save, keeps the ball in play, and then free balled over. It comes back as the Spuds play it to the net. Near side, Jalen Ennan taking a look at it, has it deflected away, saved at the net by Ayanna Blythe, and then the return comes deep. Sartell plays it, longest rally so far, played and blocked at the net by Blythe. Returned by Sartell, and again the block at the net by Blythe. This one is deflected back as they play it on. Tipped over, nice save by Jalen Ennan. It goes to the far side, and on a second hit, it drops in for the point. First time we've had a 2-point advantage, and Sartell leads at 9-7. With the serve, Caitlin Hammer drops it off. Tipped over, just did get it over, and the save is made, and a long play comes back up, just finding the line. Point goes to Moorhead as the Spuds pull back within 1 at 9-8. Alexa Grunwald checking in, and she'll step up to serve as she plays now for Megan Haugo. Grunwald, standing serve. Played back up to the net by Sartell, back set there, and a big hit returned by Carly Vetter, and played off by the Spuds, and the deflection comes near side. Point goes to Sartell, the big hit deflected off by one of the Moorhead players up front. Greta Mahold checking in now for Sartell as the Sabres serve from Morgan Vosberg. Played back up to the net. Spuds are going to have to struggle to get that one and can't. It was played into the net. It did not roll down clean, and so on the attempt, it went right back into the net. And Sartell has earned their way to a 3-point advantage here in the opening set. Played back down near side. Big hit there. Saved at the back line. Pushed forward. Here's the return. And in for the point. That is a dangerous play for Sartell. They find that backside wide open and a big hit coming cross court to give the Sabres a 4-point advantage. Moorhead returning it to the net. Here's the tip, and it was set wide but played on the second effort, and it's tipped off to the far side and played back in. Now to the near side, here's Jalen Ennan with a big hit and a score. She went right up the line to the back row. Jalen Ennan for the Spuds to within 3 now at 12-9. This game was tied at 8 not that long ago when Sartell went on a rally. So Jalen Ennan now will serve from the far corner. This is set number 1 in this section championship. Sartell near side, half the line, block, point, Sartell. Maya Pfeiffer had it blocked but could not send it across. It came back down right in front of her. And so Sartell back to a 4-point advantage here at 13-9. And the serve goes all the way back, saved in the far corner. Free ball is over. Bumped back up to the net. Deflected just barely across and then played over. Sartell now on the return, far side, go for the big hit, and the deflection off Ayanna Blythe drops down. And it's point Sartell now leading at 14-9. Sabres lining it up for the serve. A jump serve near the back by Moorhead, to Moorhead, and then it's played forward. A big hit there, bumps high into the air, played by Hope Grasswick. And return, played forward by Willow Collier, and to the near side. A return right to the net, but wide of the stick. And it's point Moorhead. And so for the moment, Moorhead's point there, stopping the rally by Sartell. And that puts Ayanna Blythe at the serve line, trailing 14-10. To the net, and short, and it's point Sartell. Service error, Moorhead. Sabres back down to serve. Right up the middle it will come, and played to the near side. Collier then to bump it forward to the near side. Pfeiffer slips it across. Played back now to Sartell. Left-handed, big hit there, deflected. Played by Collier, and then Ennan works it across. Played back now by Sartell, lifted to the near side. Here's the return. Pfeiffer will put some on the air. Gianna then gets it to drop. May have been deflected just a little bit, but it was enough to spin to the floor. And the Spuds are back within 4 now at 15-11. Alexa Grunwald has checked out. Claire Howell now to serve. Played back by Sartell to the near side. Soft touch across, and Moorhead miscommunicating on the play. Did not even approach the hit. They watched it drop between all players on the floor. Point Sartell, and it's 16-11 Sabres. Sartell serve. Played right back up. Claire Howell sets it near side. Samantha Zimmerman pounds it across, but it's played. And on the return, the double hit, far side Claire Howell. Spuds are having some difficulty midway through the set, and they are going to take a break. We've got a timeout here in Alexandria. Midway through the first set, it's Sartell 17, Moorhead 11. Out of the Moorhead timeout, play comes to Moorhead off the Sartell serve. Spuds go deep on the return. Back set near side. Here's the return, and the Spuds are having all kinds of difficulty playing the initial hit. As it's deflected off to the far side, no return by Moorhead, and Sartell grabs an 18-11 advantage. Serve will come from the near corner. Santa Cross by Paige Mackintoon. Now the Spuds go to Sam Zimmerman. Played then by Jalen Ennan. Return to Zimmerman. Bumping it across, and it's returned, and again the Spuds deflecting it. Maya Pfeiffer had her shot deflected backward. It got away from Paige Mackintoon as the Spuds get a point on that exchange and pull within 6 now at 18-12. Carly Vetter steps up to the serve line. Santa Cross played back up to the net, sent cross court, and it's played. Here we go to the near side, a fake jump, and it's returned to the far side, and a cross point will go to Moorhead. It was deflected away on the hit. And the serve once again. 18-13 the score as Moorhead pulls within 5. A quick redirect, nearly dropped in, but softly returned. Saved along the near side by Mackintoon. Santa Cross, Moorhead saving it deep, and then stepped under the net. Or actually, they're calling it a double hit along that far side, or along the near side, and with that call, points Sartell to a 6 advantage at 19-13. Maya Workman will check in, and she'll step up to the serve line. Midway between the corners as she steps up, running jump, serve, across, played near side, big hit, and just out. Sam Zimmerman was going for the big, loud kill and just missed the end line. Back to a 7-point advantage, Sartell, and it's 20-13. Jalen Ennan sends it across, returned by Megan Haugo. And after it clears the net, it is punched across and out. Point Moorhead as it was just wide of the end line. Ayana Blythe returning. Willow Coyer now to serve. Near the far right corner. Running jump serve, set across quickly. Brought back up to the net. Here's the return there. And bumped near side. Now to the net, it's played and deflected down. Megan Haugo will get the kill as she slapped that one hard. It got deflected to the floor, and it's point Moorhead to within 5, now at 20-15. Willow Coyer on the reserve. We're in set 1. Santa Cross bumped forward and played. Moorhead with a nice save and return by Carly Vetter to keep it in play, and point Moorhead. A diving attempt by Hope Grasswick, but couldn't get underneath on the dive, and Moorhead is pulled back within 4 at 20-16. Carly Vetter will serve. That was Willow Coyer. Willow Coyer on the serve, and a big hit returned by Sartell, just caught inside the line. Sabres point back to a 5-point advantage. Here's the serve across by Caitlin Hammer. Quick set, dump across, dumped in, back in. Nice save at the net by Jalen Ennan. She and Ayana Blythe teaming up on the play to tip it right back and down. And the Spuds once again within 4 as Alexa Grunwald checks in. Grunwald taking a look, making sure the floor is dry. She's ready to go. And a standing serve by Ennan goes to the near side. Here's the return, and a big hit off the backside. This one from Maya Workman. As the Sabres continue to apply the pressure, now with a 5-point advantage. 22-17 here in set number 1. The serve here by Morgan Vosberg. Saved at the floor. Return Moorhead, keeping it alive. To the far side, lifted high in the air, and here's the return. Coming off that outside, on the backside, this one by Elizabeth Dilley. And she showed her strength and why she is so highly regarded, and the Spuds will take a timeout. We have play here in Alexandria. Time is running short of the Spuds in set one. It's Sartell 23, Moorhead 17. Out of the Moorhead timeout, Sartell. 23-17 and serving. And across, played out of the back row, barely. And it comes across now, played right back by Sartell, sending it far side for Dilly. And a big hit sends Alexa Grunwald to the floor. She's quickly back up, and they'll try it again, this time with a little dump over, and then return to the near side, and played, and point, Moorhead. Dilly has a monster hit on the backside. And every once in a while we'll see that the ball will be played, but it certainly has its impact on whoever has a chance to play it. Moorhead now down by 5 and serving. Here's the play across to the line. Back now near side on a back set and off wide. Off the far line and in front of the Moorhead band. It is out of play, and the Spuds are back within 4 now at 23-19. Jalen Ennan settles in to serve. Right-hander sends it across on a line drive. Bounce near side. And from there it is played long. Sartell sending that one deep, too deep. And Moorhead is back within 3 at 23-20. At one point trailed by 7. Here's Jalen Ennan with the serve. Save near the back row, lift her forward. Spuds just do get there in time to keep it alive and tip it across. Here's the dive, and they'll go for the kill. Claire Howell on the backside went high in the air and slammed it over, and Sartell takes the timeout. Play will continue when we return. It is Sartell 23, Moorhead 21.
Open your eyes
To a credit union.
Wait. What's a credit union?
It's a financial cooperative.
And it's member-owned.
Which means
Better rates.
Lower fees.
And all the financial services that you need.
It's easy to join.
So easy to join.
practically ridiculous how easy it is to join.
So open your eyes.
Open your eyes.
Open your eyes
to a credit union.
So open your eyes. Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
Moorhead putting on a rally to try to get back into this one after trailing by 7, now trailed by 2 and serving. Ball is given to Jalen Ennan. It's 23-21. As she readies, Jalen Ennan sends it across and deep. It's played right back up to the middle. Return on near side, and Moorhead kill. Dilly on the near side played it to the net, and it was tipped up right into the teeth of Moorhead's return as they pull now within 1 at 23-22. Here's Jalen Ennan sending it across, and this one is deflected off to the far side and played forward. And across, Moorhead on the return to the net. Backside kill, no. It is long, and that puts this game into set point. So a hit too hard, too long by the Spuds has made it 24-22. And here is set point for Sartell. Running jump serve, sent across and played to the net. Alexa Grunwald plays it backside, and Moorhead was right back in it. Claire Howell high in the air to swing it home. back within one at 24-23. Moorhead has a chance to bring it even with Ayana Blythe at the serve line near the far corner. As she settles in and sends it across, it's played back to the near side, lifted high, and here's a free ball. Just did getting it across. Alexa Grunwald feeds it backside, and Moorhead tips it softly. Return now on near side by Vosberg. And then the Spuds keep it from going out of bounds. And it's sent to the far side. It's played and returned. Back to the near side. They'll try it again. And deep it goes. And it's down. And Moorhead has come back to tie Sartell here in set number 1. 24-24. A play at the net that allowed the Spuds to reach down on it and slap it hard. Ayana Blythe now for the lead. Played forward. Sent back far side and again tipped at the net, put into play. Vosberg feeds it far side. And the Spuds keep it alive with a play to the net. They'll try Claire Howell, and the Spuds have the advantage. Moorhead has found a weapon. Moorhead has found a weapon as Sartell takes a timeout. Moorhead has taken the lead. Moorhead 25, Sartell 24.
Back in 1926, people in the FM area began choosing the latest fashions and flooring materials from Fargo Linoleum, and they still do. Fargo Linoleum offers you everything in floor covering. After all these years, Fargo Linoleum is still the floor covering leader.
Teams are at side court. Teams are at side court twice. Sarah Hornseth has had to call timeout to get her team regrouped after they had what seemed was a margin that would be unconquerable. But the Spuds have come back not only to tie, but now have the lead at 25-24, and it's set point. Ayana Blythe will serve off the far side. On the jump, it is sent across. Here's the return back to the net, lifted up and tipped softly. Moorhead keeping it alive, and it is there. Save on a hit, and then the game is now tied. Oh my. Trying to recapture how that play developed. Sartell saving it with one off the other, then sent across, just clearing. Moorhead had trouble with it and lost control, and it's 25-25. To the net, backside, tipped across, diving save made, brought back near side, and now the Spuds go to a dive by Jalen Ennan. Return near side by Pfeiffer, point Moorhead. Maya Pfeiffer on the near side went back towards the middle of the net. Didn't have a whole lot of steam on it, but just enough. And the Spuds now lead at 26-25. Set point, Claire Howell. And sent across. It comes near side. And on the free ball, it is returned by Howell to the net. Jalen Ennan goes to the far side, and the Spuds win it. Moorhead has come all the way back. A hard hit to the back line that was deflected out of play. Final in set one, Moorhead 27, Sartell 25.
Whether you're building a new home or looking to save money on your energy bills by improving your existing insulation, let the experts at Cullen Insulation help you out. Contact Dan and mention this ad to receive a 10% discount off any work they perform for you. Just like your Moorhead Spuds, the team at Cullen Insulation is committed to excellence.
At Moorhead Dental Associates, you'll get the very best care and state-of-the-art technology. Dr. Scatfold and Dr. Johnson are now accepting new patients. Call or stop in to Moorhead Dental Associates.
Yes, I've been using when you go up to set. Everything looks good. Yeah.
we will be unique in the fact that we'll be both a sheet-fed paper printer, screen printing in-house, embroidery, promo products, e-stores, and fulfillment.
In Alexandria, set one has gone into the books, and Moorhead on a 12-2 run at the end. Erase an 8-point deficit and claim victory 27-25. Sartell had the lead 23-15, and Moorhead called a timeout, came back out into the court and started the rally. It was tied at 24, it was tied at 25, and then the Spuds getting the last two to claim the win. 12-2 the final rally for the Spuds, and the final score 27-25 in set one. So we'll see how the two teams respond to that as we have switched ends of the court. And Moorhead now off to our left side as we look on, while Sartell is to our right. Officials counting, making sure the players are in and ready to go. Winner here advances to next week's state volleyball tournament at XL Energy Center in St. Paul. For set number two, Sartell will serve to start things off. And off the left-hand serve, it is sent right up the middle. To the net, Alexa Grunwald brings it back near side. Jalen Ennan tried to slam that one in, and it's returned. Now the Spuds on a dive, put the ball in play, but could not catch up to it to play it forward. And Sartell takes the first lead at 1-0. Nice crowd in Alexandria tonight for this matchup between two Section 8 volleyball powers. Here's the send across. Bounced up, return at the net, played. Alexa Grunwald keeping it alive, tipped across. Here's the back set and played forward and down. Sartell now with the lead at 2-0. Sabres go to the serve line with a 2-0 lead. Stepping forward, Maya Workman sends it over. Moorhead on the return. Big block, deflected out of bounds. Vosper came up to play it, but it was a hard hit, and she sent it right into the Moorhead band. And that puts Moorhead on the board now at 2-1. And Jalen Ennan was looking for the ball. It has been retrieved, and it has been put onto the floor for play as Jalen Ennan lines it up with a 2-1 deficit. Ball lifted and deflected and did not go into the air. Line drive right off the floor. Puts the Spuds and Sabres tied at 2. Jalen Ennan takes a look and sends it. Played back up towards the net, brought back near side and saved, and down Dilly tried to go for the big hit. But the Spuds on the block send it to an open spot on the floor, take the lead at 3-2. Jalen Ennan serving now with the lead. And to the back in the middle, it is brought to the near side, and Dilly sends it over. Moorhead plays it off the back row into there. It is played, deflected and deflected. And on the free ball sent over by Dilly. Return to the net. Here comes the big hit by Howell. Returned by Sartell and sent to the far side. And then a long hit goes past the end line. Point Moorhead. And the Spuds now lead it 4-2. Jalen Ennan ready to serve. Spuds are at the net and waiting. Here's the play back to the near side as they go hard. There's a middle hitter that came right up, and Caitlin Hammer wasted no time. And it's 4-3. Sartell now on the serve. Sent up the middle, brought to the net. Grunwald sends it off to Pfeiffer. She sends it across. Brought back down near side, and Dilly sends it hard. Brought back up. Moorhead on the return, comes down and scores. Claire Howell on the near side was able to get enough on it, and it got deflected by Sartell in their own court and out. And so Moorhead now with a 5-3 lead, and Ayana Blythe to serve. Bounced off to the far side, free ball over. Saved on the far side by Jalen Ennan. And a 4-hit return, or was it a double hit? The point goes to Sartell as they pull within one, now at 5-4. Paige Mackintoon will serve for Sartell. She sends it all the way deep and beyond the end line, point Moorhead. That puts Claire Howell at the serve line for Moorhead with a 6-4 advantage. Moorhead winning set one, 27-25. Here's a nice soft set and played hard to the backside and got away from Pfeiffer and deflected into the Sartell band. On the exchange now, Courtney Snowberger checks in, and she'll be in that front row for Sartell as the serve comes from the Sabres. And played right back up to the net, sent backside Sam Zimmerman. Big hit return, nice play by Hope Graswick to put it and keep it in play. Now Willow Coyer returns the favor from Moorhead and finds Pfeiffer, who sends it across. Brought back near side and a big hit there as bounced wide and out. So point Sartell, it was we deflected up the line. Game now tied at 6. Here's the approach and the jump serve. Sent forward by Coyer. Just kept alive, Sartell. Tipped across. Howell plays it forward. Near side it comes. Megan Haugo comes up with a big hit as she just did catch inside the back line. And Moorhead regains the lead at 7-6. Carly Vetter tracking down the errant ball, and she'll settle in for the serve. Off the near corner and ahead. On the return far side, just touched across. And it caught Moorhead expecting something hard and harder, but no, it was a soft one and they misplayed. And so Sartell has come back to tie the Spuds now at 7 and gain serve. Return lifted. Free ball over. Nice save on the near side and deflected across, and the Spuds touch it over. Samantha Zimmerman, who shows her leaping ability, and over the net, left it on the floor. Moorhead regains the lead now at 8-7. Willow Coyer will serve. With the lead, it is sent over, brought back to the net, and now bumped across. And long it goes. Point goes to Moorhead, and the Spuds now lead at 9-7. Willow Coyer back in to serve for Moorhead with a 2-point advantage. Coyer's serve brought back up to the net. Here's the big hit, and it is deflected at the net and out of play. Point goes to Sartell as they pull now within 1. Morgan Vosberg ready to line it up and send it across. It's a low serve, a hard serve, and it's an ace. Vosberg gets the service ace for Sartell and ties the set at 9. And across. Played by Claire Howell. Returning at far side, Jalen Ennan, and across. Here's the back set. And again, the deflection at the net, finding nobody at home. And with that point, Sartell has come all the way back to take the lead now at 10-9. Just saved, return, kept alive Sartell. To the near side, the hit. Bumped across and saved there Moorhead. Brought back up to the net, Megan Haugo goes deep with it. It's deflected and goes beyond the end line. Point Moorhead. Megan Hago's hit seemingly was going to have enough to clear the end line, but with the help of a deflection, it surely did. And the Spuds have tied Sartell at 10. Alexa Grunwald now to serve. Here's the bump back up to the net, and the big hit there catches the far corner. And Sartell putting a little rally together now, regaining the advantage at 11-10. And so far, set 2 is very reminiscent of what we saw in set 1, where the teams exchanged leads. Here's the bump off to the far side, brought back up to the net and played across by Grunwald. Back set goes. Here's the return near side for Dilly, and it's tipped right back into play. I wonder if Claire Howell wasn't there. She had a quick return at the net. Game now tied at 11. Maya Pfeiffer back into the Spuds lineup as Jalen Ennan steps back to the service line. Moorhead with a 1-set advantage. Here's the play. Back. And return near side for Dilly. Back up to the net it goes, and Ayana Blythe got it across, and it's deflected down to the floor. Point Moorhead. A strength play at the net. Here's the serve by Moorhead. And the return, this is a hard hit. That one was coming all the way. You can see that one develop as soon as Caitlin Hammer took her spot up the middle. It was right there, nice set for her. And we're tied at 12. To the net and back. Moorhead sending it back over and into play. Here's the near side hit, deflected. And deflected long and beyond the end line. Point Sartell. And the Sabres take the advantage at 13-12. Sent across to the near side, played forward. And the big hit goes. Claire Howell putting up some big numbers here tonight as the Spuds pull back even with Sartell at 13 apiece. Ayana Blythe now will serve. Given the signal to proceed, Blythe sends it deep to the far side, played out of the corner and back up to the net. Quick redirect there, but the Spuds catch up to it and play it right back up to the middle for Samantha Zimmerman. And with her height and jumping abilities and long arms, she had that one slammed down easy. 14-13 Moorhead. Ayana Blythe sending that one to the far side, played forward. Now a free ball hit all the way to the back row and kept alive on a dive. And oh my, what a save. And now the return comes up short. Alexa Grunwald thought that ball, everybody thought that ball was going to drop in, but Grunwald took a run at it, made the save on a dive to the floor, keeping it alive. Spuds were able to send it forward, and on the return, however, Sartell got the point, and the game is tied at 14. Maya Pfeiffer sends it long. 15-14. Sartell serving with the lead. And across. Played forward by Coyer. Here's the set for Zimmerman, and another point. That mid-court set for Samantha Zimmerman is lethal. As the Spuds have tied up Sartell, and here's Claire Howell. The play goes deep and beyond. A long serve by Claire Howell, and Sartell regains the lead at 16-15. Paige Mockintune to serve. A save on a dive to the floor by Ennan. On the return, it goes deep and kept alive. Free ball sent across. Back up to the net, and it's just tipped over. No slam that time from Samantha Zimmerman, rather a little tip off to the empty court, and the Spuds have tied this one up at 16. Here's Carly Vetter to serve for Moorhead. Set 2 is all tied up, and the Spuds double in back, and it comes. Return near side, and just wide. Megan Hago was going for the big hit up the line, only to see it reach wide, and so with that, Sartell has regained the lead at 17-16. Hope Grasswick to serve. Sends it deep, sent forward by Coyer. Set to the backside, played, and kept alive. Now on the near side, it is dumped right onto the court and in. Point Moorhead. Point Moorhead. And game tied at 17. Moorhead serving. And the approach by Coyer, set across and long. Service errors have been unfriendly to Moorhead here in set number 2. So the Sabres serving with the lead. Moorhead now faced to play it on a free ball and over. Off to the far side of return, it is just tipped, and the free ball is over, but no. 4-hit return by Moorhead, and the Sabres take a 2-point lead now at 19-17. Sabres serving just to the back line. Brought forward, and Megan Hago again goes to the line and misses wide. Megan Hago has brought this game. Sabres have taken the lead here at 20-17 as the Spuds take a timeout. With play will continue when we return. Sartell 20, Moorhead 17.
We will be unique in the fact that we'll be both a sheet-fed paper printer, screen printing in-house, embroidery, promo products, e-stores, and fulfillment.
Play will return here in the second set. Sartell serving now with a 3-point advantage, 20-17. Moorhead was able to fight back in set 1, erasing an 8-point deficit to gain the victory, 27-25. Sartell is looking to not have that happen again. Sartell bumped off to the far side. Here's the return. To the floor in the save, back off, backside, and the play. Point Moorhead. Play off the far side. That looked like Jalen Ennan to get the kill on the far side and pull Moorhead within 1 as Alexa Grunwald comes on now to serve. Service, no, they made a save on it, a second effort, and play continues on. And this return to the far side. Now the free ball over. Kept alive, back to Grunwald at the net near side and double pumped it up. It continues on. Here's the hit and the point Moorhead. Oh, what an exchange between Moorhead and Sartell. Both teams thought they had point. Play continued on with saves, and finally a drop between two Sartell players, and the Spuds now within 1 as Alexa Grunwald serves. Here's the play forward and tipped up to the net, and down it goes, and we're tied at 20. Moorhead once again has shown its resilience as they come back from a 3-point deficit here late, and this set number 2 is all tied at 20. Grunwald serving. Hit the net and over. Play continues. A Grunwald with a dive to the floor, bringing it to Howell, sending it backside, and the play Ennan. Bumped across, save, Vetter at the net, bumped over. No, as it comes right back and set across. On the rally, it continues now to the far side. Moorhead on the save at the back row. And then a quick redirect is kept alive by Sartell, going for the hit. Alexa Grunwald brings it to the net, and the play goes, deflected, and point Moorhead. It appeared like Sartell had made the effort. They had made the effort that they had made the save on the tip to the near side, but it tipped away from them. Moorhead now a 1-point lead as Alexa Grunwald serves. Return to the net. The big hit there is pushed right back up to the net by Moorhead. To the backside. And Jalen Annan and the Spuds have taken a 2-point lead late here in set 2. It's 22-20. Play will continue after this Sartell timeout as we return to Alexandria. In our second set, it's Moorhead 22, Sartell 20. Teams back on the floor after the Sartell timeout. Spuds at the service line with Alexa Grunwald and a 2-point lead. Grunwald spinning, twisting the ball up forward and serves it across. Sartell on the return. Grunwald on the return to Howell. Tipped across, but point Sartell. I think it was a net violation on Moorhead, and that gives Sartell the point to pull within 1. Here's the play across. Moorhead sending it across to the far side, and the deflection goes out of bounds. Moorhead now has back to a 2-point lead, but there is discussion between the line judge and the referee. It is point Moorhead. Once again, the Spuds are back up by 2. Jalen Annan serves it across. The return lifted into the air, brought back near side, Dillies. Return is deflected wide and out of play, and that is point Sartell to pull within 1 at 23-22. Caitlin Hammer now lines it up and sends it across. Annan to Grunwald to Pfeiffer and across. The return now near side, Dilly tries to power that one, and she just caught the line. There was a little bit of an open spot on the back side of the play, and we are tied at 23. Serve Sartell. To the net, Grunwald. Near side play, blocked out of bounds, point Moorhead. Right at the net. There was very little, if any, chance of that one being returned over the net, and so it deflected out. Here's Ayana Blythe, service point. Off to the far side looking. Played off the floor by Claire Howell to Grunwald, far side Pfeiffer. Rejected there in return. Play continues on. Sartell, Dilly got it down. And we are tied at 24. Paige Mockington to serve with this. Set number 2 all knotted up. To the backside play. Sent forward now. And brought near side, Dilly. Deflected up, and they play it across, oh my. There it is, saved, point Moorhead. Oh my. A great dive on the near side to keep the ball alive and get it across. Play continued on, and now the Spuds serving set point with Claire Howell. Here's the play to the near side, to the net. Deflected. This one is deflected out. And play will continue. Now tied at 25. Sabres serving. And across. Played forward now. The play is out. And Sartell takes the lead. Play will continue after this timeout. We're in the second set. Set point upcoming. Sabres 26, Spuds 25.
When you need your light-duty truck to do full-size jobs, Boss built the HTX in both V-plow and straight blade options. The Boss HTX family is specifically engineered for today's half-ton and light-duty vehicles. Make no mistake, they have big-time power. So when you're working to restore order, the Boss HTX is here to back you up.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead. Stop on out and visit us before you get caught with your plow down.
First it was Sartell with the lead, and then it was Moorhead with the lead. Now it's Sartell with the lead, serving set point. 26-25 Sabres. And as they set it and look, waiting for the signal to proceed, the whistle has blown. Here's the jump serve, sent across and played now back by Claire Howell to the far side and bumped over. Played back up to the net and tipped across. Now near side, Howell sends it back and a big hit there. Saved out of the back row. Brought it near side and to the floor and win for Sartell. We are all tied up at one set apiece as Sartell claims victory in set number 2, 27-25.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic, serving the FM community for over 9 years. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Looking for a mortgage in the Valley? Where would you go? Some people are skeptical of those humongous banks. Others worry about the stability of some small lenders. At Valley Mortgage, we're independent and only do mortgages. So we're small enough to give you the service you want and large enough to give you the security and experience you need. It's the perfect fit. Valley Mortgage. We're the largest independent mortgage banker in the Valley. An equal housing lender.
Open your eyes to a credit union.
The one myth of a credit union
is that we don't offer what the other guys do.
Well, that's simply not true.
We have business, checking, and loans.
Mortgages and credit cards.
We have free Kasasa checking.
And all the other services you need too.
Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
in Alexandria. Set number 3 forthcoming as the two teams have split the opening sets more by identical scores. Moorhead on a 12-2 run in set 1, coming up with the win 27-25. Sartell having to come from behind, trailing 23-20, and got the victory in set 2 by that same score. Sartell 27, Moorhead 25. And in set 3, Moorhead serving, and off to the far side, it will be sent up court, and about midway between the end lines is played. Deflected across, played back up to the net, into the backside, and point Moorhead is Claire Howell. Again, continues her strong performance at the end of this volleyball season. The winner here at this tournament game will advance to St. Paul's X Arena for state tournament play. To the near side, it's Sartell playing, and a long hit hard. That one had a blast off the backside, and that puts the game even at 1. And for Sartell, Greta Maywald comes back on to play. Stepping forward, Morgan Vosberg plays it. Across, Moorhead waits and plays it high. Near side, Jalen Ennan starting to get across. Returned now by Sartell, and in. They found the open corner near side. Willow Collier couldn't get there, and it's 2-1 for Sartell. Sabres serving with a 1-point lead. And across. Brought back now near side by Grunwald, and the play continues on now for Sartell as they send it over. And brought back Carly Vetter to keep it alive. Into the backside it plays, and a nice dive on the near side by Vosberg to keep it alive, and the send across is deflected away. Point goes to Sartell, and the lead to the Sabres now 3-1. Vosberg back in at the service line, settles in and delivers it across. Grunwald brings it near side for Howell, and it hit the stick, and so that's a point for Sartell as Howell's return missed from being in. Now a 4-1 lead, and the play sent forward and to the near side. Jalen Ennan, big hit, but the play will be given to Moorhead with a point there and a player on the net, and so that becomes 4-2 as Maya Pfeiffer returns to the Moorhead lineup. Jalen Ennan will serve from the near side. Slapped across, bumped forward, set, returned over. Now Moorhead plays, going for the hit, but no. Right back up to the net. Moorhead was under the net. And point Sartell. Courtney Snowberger is checked into the front row as the play comes from the Sabres. Moorhead just keeping it alive and get a big hit off the backside. And point Moorhead as it could not be returned. And that pulls Moorhead within 5-3 and Ayana Blythe to serve. One set apiece here early on. Here's the play brought near side and Sartell. Returning it, Snowberger sending it across. Played back by Moorhead, set to the far side and played. Bumped him into the air, kept alive by Vosberg, and a free ball over. Grunwald tipping it, just tipped it down, and a save right in front of the bench. Returned out by Moorhead, and to the line, setting it up for the kill, it's there. Claire Howell getting the nice set from the backside, on the backside, to pull within 1 now at 5-4. Ayana Blythe, her serve. Pushed forward and just kept alive. The return played forward by Jalen Ennan to the net. And across, played back now by Sartell to the far side. Again the hit, and again the save out of the back row. Return to the net, and it's deflected down, and this one will not be brought back as the deflection was high and away. Point Moorhead. That ties set 3 at 5 apiece. Ayana Blythe settles in. Serve sent across. Just sending it back to the net. And play goes out of bounds. And Moorhead gets the point now and a 6-5 advantage. Blythe settles in. The step forward and the jump serve across. Brought back up to the net and tipped softly and off the net. Play continues. Brought to Samantha Zimmerman, who slams it home. Great save at the net. Played off the net on a second effort. Leaving it then for Zimmerman, and the Spuds take the lead at 7-5. Ayana Blythe serve. Soft touch just wide. She was trying to set up the ace right there in that blind spot, but it was just wide of mark, and Hope Grasswick now will serve for Sartell as the Sabres have pulled within one, and Grasswick has a service ace on the play that was deflected into the Moorhead bench, and this game is all tied up at 7. Across, and Moorhead to the net, and return. Samantha Zimmerman is going for the big hit, but at 5'11", Caitlin Hammer was right there and got just enough of a block and returned it across and in as the Sabres take the lead at 8-7. Now on the near side, Pfeiffer sending it deep. It comes back down the near side for Vosberg, and across where Moorhead plays. From there, Howell. Second effort, keeping it alive. Sartell on the return. Brought now near side, and Jalen Ennan goes deep with the punch over. Brought back now to the net, and again it's blocked at the net. And from there the return, Moorhead to the net. Samantha Zimmerman keeping it alive to return Moorhead. The rally continues, and they'll keep trying that little soft dump shot in, but it is kept alive now by Sartell. As play comes back to Moorhead. Near side for Maya Pfeiffer, and that one is kept alive. Return now off the knees to the backside, Claire Howell, and a punch, and a oh Maya! A save on the far side on the free ball, and play continues on. From there, it is returned and kept alive as the Spuds chase it out of bounds. Back now to Sartell. Here's the big hit, and the block into the floor, and point Moorhead. That rally just would not end. First one team with a save, a second team off the save, and finally the Spuds punching it across and take the lead, or bring the game even at 8-8. Moorhead on the serve. Brought back to the net, and a quick return there. Moorhead with a dive to the floor to keep it alive, and a skill from Maya Pfeiffer. Moorhead now has the advantage at 9-8. Claire Howell to serve. Sent across to the net. Lifted high and then dropped over. Spuds on the return, bringing it. A nice save and kept alive. It comes back to Willow Coyer of Moorhead. She sends it to the far side, and the play there sent forward by Hope Grasswick. Tell you what, these liberos are doing their job here tonight, as that one is chased down by Coyer and kept alive. Now Grasswick. And to the far side, the save is returned and punched out to the far side and off the net. A triple hit off the net, point Moorhead. Moorhead has regained the lead now at 10-8. The serve across. And that is a service ace for Claire Howell. Moorhead's service ace is brought to you by Breakdown Sports. And with that ace, Breakdown Sports has given the Spuds a 3-point lead as play will continue when we return. It's Moorhead 11, Sartell 8.
Spectre Marketing Service would like to congratulate all of the Fall Spud sports teams and wish them a wonderful season. Spectre Marketing Services also has a new season upon us, which will be merging with a company called Range Printing out of Brainerd, Minnesota.
Team still at side court as we prepare for the return of play. And this is the third set, and there has been virtually no difference as to the scoring in these three sets. It's been back and forth, at least to the midway point. And then one team will take maybe a 3-point advantage only to see the other return. And they themselves will take a 3-point lead as play is back on the court here in Alexandria. Sartell's serve across is in. Boyer taking a run at it to get there. Could not point Sartell. Paige Mockintoon will come on to serve. Now trailing by 2, the Sabres. Sent it deep and Coyer pushes it ahead and it comes near side. Point goes to Sartell as that hit was long. And the return serve to the net. Played backside Pfeiffer. Bounced away, brought back now near side. Again saved at the net on the block. It comes near side and Zimmerman. Someone dug underneath it. Someone dug underneath it to keep it alive. And on the return it was sent off to the far side. It's Point Moorhead now with a 2-point advantage at 12-10. Carly Vetter is on and serves to the far side. Brought back up towards the net and a nice dive, but could not get enough underneath it to lift it. And so it ricochets away and it's Point Sartell. Courtney Snowberger gives way to Maya Workman, who comes on to serve for Sartell. Down by 1. Play comes to the Spuds and at the net. Big hit, Samantha Zimmerman. Spuds are back up to a 2-point advantage at 13-11. Identical scores in sets 1 and 2 of 27-15. Moorhead winning set 1, Sartell set 2. Play hits the net and service ace. Willow Coyer catching a break on the net. And that Moorhead ace brought to you by Breakdown Sports. Congratulating the Spuds on a great season as they enter this section championship game. Breakdown Sports and a Moorhead ace makes it 14-11. Here's the play. Lifted and returned near side, touched across and down. Point Moorhead. That's some soft touch play at the net. Moorhead able to capitalize now to lead by 4 as Willow Coyer goes back to serve ahead. Return to the front by Sartell, and there's the big hit. That one was coming all the way. On the backside, Elizabeth Dilly found herself wide open and a perfect set there for her. And she bounced it hard off the floor for the point to pull within 3. Now Sartell serve comes near side and Moorhead returns it with Jalen Ennan getting a hit to the back row and down. Moorhead back to a 4-point advantage at 16-12 as Alexa Grunwald returns to the floor and will serve. Grunwald with a low to the floor dribble to prepare and sending it over. Bumped ahead, here's the play to the backside, and it is returned and Point Moorhead. Dilly thought she was going to slam that one up the gut and down, but the Spuds got a block on the play and returned it to an open spot on the court, and Moorhead has a 5-point lead. Now it's 17-12. Grunwald, backward spin of the ball in the serve. Return by Sartell. Just did touch it across. It rolled on the net and dropped down. Point Sartell. Greta Maywald comes on. Morgan Vosberg to serve for Sartell, trailing now 17-13. Moorhead on the return to the net, keeping it there, and a big hit. Oh my, setting that one up perfectly for Claire Howell. She came right up the middle, timed her leap and slammed it down for the point, and it's 18-13 Moorhead. Play continuing here in set 3. Jalen Ennan floats it across, and it's returned now to the near side. Here's the back set. Moorhead now on the return, diving to the net to play, and it's tipped at the net on a cross. Return now on the near side. Moorhead just saving it, and then on the save could not, as they call a 4-hit return, and that gives point Sartell. 18-14. Moorhead the lead, Sartell the serve. And across. Lifted up, and there's the hit goes, and it's kept alive by Hope Grasswick. The return goes to Willow Coyer Moorhead in the back row. And now Grasswick on the return once again. Lifts it near side, and the play goes long and out, and it's point Moorhead. Spuds are back to a 5-point advantage as Samantha Zimmerman returns to the front row. Ayana Blythe will step up to serve. As the Spuds set up their return defense, here's the play across. A lift and block and double and triple hit, point Moorhead, and the Spuds have worked their way to a 6-point lead. We'll return to Alexandria. A timeout, Sartell. Play here in the third set, Spuds 20, Sartell 14. Moorhead serving, leading here in set 3, 20-14, Ayana Blythe. Waiting for the signal to begin. Sartell settling back and waiting. Whistle blows, arm forward, here's the serve. Just getting it across, return now by Sartell. And sent across quickly. Moorhead now on the return to the farther side. Bumped across, kept alive, Moorhead. Here's a set to the net, and a big hit there. Ball is in, point Moorhead. Spuds have opened up a 7-point advantage here in set 3, 21-14. Ayana Blythe once again looking up to see the play called by her coach standing along the side court. Here's the play across. Grasswick bumps it to the net. Set off far side, play down and bounced off and out of bounds. Last touch Moorhead. Point Sartell. And the serve to the Sabres, trailing now 21-15. Play across. Sent back to the net, Grunwald. Sending it on a back set. Moorhead getting the big hit. Claire Howell will get the kill on that one. And the Spuds are back to a 7-point advantage at 22-15 here in set 3. Sent deep but played to the net. Big hit. Kept alive and deflected. Jalen Ennan deflected it away from Willow Coyer, who had a chance to play it, but was out of view. And so with that, point Sartell at 22-16 now, trailing by 6 and serving. Sent across by the Sabres. Moorhead to the net and back near side. Zimmerman cruising in on it. It got knocked away deep, and the Spuds score. Now taking a 7-point advantage at 23-16 as Carly Vetter returns to the floor and will serve. Jump serve, just kept alive by Grasswick. Play is kept alive, Moorhead bumping it across on the free ball. And this one rolling, and this one will go down and count Sartell. We have seen a number of plays that appear to be all done and said and done for, except to see play continue on with the great enthusiasm and great athleticism that these two teams have. They have been outstanding here tonight. And that's a service ace for Sartell. And they have quickly pulled within 5 and trail at 23-18. But they must keep serve. They're going to have their chances here down the stretch. The serve by Maya Workman. Sent forward, Moorhead plays it to the net and kill. Oh boy. Samantha Zimmerman had that one set up, laid up, and she had nothing to do but work it down, and the Spuds now serving set point. Willow Coyer. And the play goes to the net, and point Sartell. Taylor Voss returning to the Sartell lineup. Caitlin Hammer serving, Moorhead returning. Near side, point. The Spuds come on to win set 3. Leading now 2-1 as we head to set 4, our final score in set 3. Moorhead 25, Sartell 19.
I get asked
all the time, what in the world is a credit union?
Let me tell you.
It's a member-owned financial cooperative.
And you're a part of it.
You're a part of it.
Because our earnings go back to our members.
So open your eyes to a credit union.
Yeah, that's right. Open them. Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
For good times and great food and drinks, gather your people and come visit us in Legends. You will love our wings, pulled pork, pizza, and other delicious items. Gluten-free and other special diets can be accommodated. We show all the major sporting events. If you are having a special event, take advantage of our event room and catering. Our catering is available for both delivery and pickup. Visit us today.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to. Have a sandwich, you hero.
Open your eyes
to a credit union.
Wait. What's a credit union?
It's a financial cooperative.
And it's member-owned.
Which means
better rates.
Lower fees.
And all the financial services that you need.
It's easy to join.
So easy to join.
Practically ridiculous how easy it is to join.
So open your eyes.
Open your eyes.
Open your eyes to
a credit union.
So open your eyes. Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
Back in 1926, people in the FM area began choosing the latest fashions and flooring materials from Fargo Linoleum, and they still do. Fargo Linoleum offers you everything in floor covering. After all these years, Fargo Linoleum is still the floor covering leader.
Well, one of the tougher sets in all of volleyball is set number 4, and you're down by 1, knowing that if you lose that one, It has been decided. And if you win it, you move on to set number 5, which presents itself with a whole different set of anxieties. And play will get underway here for set 4. Moorhead with a 2-set-to-1 lead, winning set 1, 27-25, and 3, 25-19. Sandwiched in between that, Sartell getting the victory, 27-25 in set 2. Moorhead defending to our left as we get this 4th set underway. The serve will come from Maya Workman of Sartell, and she'll serve it right to left. And the serve to get set 4 underway. Played back, and down it goes, point Moorhead. Little catch back and forth by Alexa Grunwald, and I think Jalen Annan finally had rolled along the net and fell down. Point for the Spuds, and here's Jalen Annan to serve. As it's sent across. Here's Dilly. Play returned and tipped down, and back it goes. Under the net, Sartell, point Moorhead. And it's 2-0 Spuds here in set number 4. Her ritual completed, and the serve across by Ennan. And the play goes deep and beyond, and point Moorhead gives the Spuds a 3-0 advantage here early in set 4. Sartell setting, waiting, Moorhead serving. Jalen Ennan's service hit across on the return, brought back to the net and sent forward. Now to the near side, Moorhead on a block at the net and say point. A block at the net and down. Net strength for Moorhead tonight with Ayana Blythe on this particular play, and Maya Pfeiffer and Claire Howell. And here's the play as it comes forward now by Sartell, trailing 4-0 as they get the ball to drop in. Big hit off the backside on the outside hit. And that puts Sartell on the board here. And it's 4-1 Spuds as Sartell serves. Caitlin Hammer will send it over. The play comes near side. Brought back, Maya Pfeiffer sends it into the net. And it's 4-2. The play across now, and Moorhead sets up their return. Dumped across by Claire Howell. Saved on a nice dive to the floor. Moorhead continues on. Here's the hit, and it's blocked up and tipped over and kept alive by Maya Workman. And now to Moorhead. It is sent deep, and the return comes right back and out of play. They're going to call it in. Jalen Ennan is going to say that it hit the stick at the end of the net, but there will be no visitation regarding that. As play will continue now, and it's 4-3. A point here by Sartell brings the Sabres even. Maya Pfeiffer sending it across. Return to the near side, Dilly. Sent across hard, but played Moorhead. Pfeiffer now returning it. Kept alive by Caitlin Hammer. Back it comes, and Howell. A race for it. And now the Spuds go under the net. And with that point, Sartell ties the game at 4. Here's the hit across as Sartell has come all the way back after dropping behind early in this one. And play continues now, knotted up at 4 apiece. To the near side of Grunwald. And the play goes down and in. That is point Moorhead. And the Spuds regain the advantage here in set 4, 5-4. Ayana Blythe will step up and send her serve across. It goes up the middle. Played now to the backside and left-handed across. Saved by Blythe out of the back row. Sent forward for the hit, and it's down. Samantha Zimmerman will get the kill. It was just low, too low for Hope Grasswick to play it cleanly. And the Spuds are back to a 2-point lead at 6-4. Ayana Blythe settles in and serves it across. Grasswick plays it off to the side. Here's the hit across. Moorhead deflecting it to keep it alive for Pfeiffer. And a quick return at the net is dumped down. Samantha Zimmerman once again at the net. All she had to do was touch it straight down. She did. She scores, and Moorhead has a 7-4 lead. Ayana Blythe continues to serve. Here's the play across. Bumped up and double hit. Point Moorhead. Or rather a 4-hit return. It came off the net, was played, came off the net, was played. Spuds now lead at 8-4. Blythe sending it across. Played Sartell. Tipped over. On the return, it goes to Zimmerman. And once again, the point. She got it just inside the line. Spuds have jumped to a 5-point lead here now at 9-4. Spuds still in serve as Ayana Blythe waits for the ball to be retrieved. And now settles and looks. Ayana Blythe sending it deep but played. Back up to the net, back set goes, and then a nice little drop over the net. And point Sartell to pull within 4 now at 9-5. Paige Mockintune on to serve. Off the far corner and into the net. So the teams exchange points, and Moorhead has service now with a 10-5 advantage. Megan Howgo checking in. Claire Howell serving. Back set into the net. And point Moorhead. 4-hit return Sartell. 11-5 now Moorhead. Claire Howell serve. Sent off to the far side, returned now by Sartell to the near side. Dilly sends it hard and long. Missing the back line and point Spuds. Timeout Sartell. Play stops. Here in the fourth set, it's Moorhead 12, Sartell 5.
Whether you're building a new home or looking to save money on your energy bills by improving your existing insulation, let the experts at Cullen Insulation help you out. Contact Dan and mention this ad to receive a 10% discount off any work they perform for you. Just like your Moorhead Spuds, the team at Cullen Insulation is committed to excellence.
Teams are back on the floor as we get ready to resume play. Moorhead has worked their way to a 12-5 advantage here early in set 4, already with a 2-1 advantage. Claire Howell serving. Played up by Grasswick. Sent near side, Dilly sends it across. Here's the set by Moorhead near side, Howgo. And it's deflected twice and away, point Sartell. Elizabeth Dilly now settles in to serve for Sartell. Trailing 12-6. Here's the play. Moorhead at the net, sending it across. Oh my, what a hit, but kept alive. Snowberger sends it back to Dilly, and she sends it across. Here's the set from Moorhead. You can hear the thunder when Samantha Zimmerman lines one up. First with the ball hitting the floor at one end, and then her foot stomp signifying victory. 13-6 Moorhead with the lead and the serve. Carly Vetter had the serve, and it is brought near side as the set goes back and deflected out of bounds. Moorhead with the point. 13-6, or 14-6 rather, 14-6. Moorhead is eased their way to an 8-point cushion here in set 4. Service ace out of the back row, brought to you by Breakdown Sports, as Carly Vetter served one that could not be played, could not be returned. Moorhead service ace, and it's 15-6. And another service ace, brought to you by Breakdown Sports, and the Spuds are threatening to run away. Now a 10-point advantage at 16-6. This is the biggest margin that either team has enjoyed throughout the evening. Here's the play, blocked and out of bounds. Point Moorhead. And it is 17-6. Carly Vetter settles in and serves. Off to the far side, brought back up the middle and deflected to the floor. Point Sartell. It rolled on the net before falling down and in. That brings it back to a 10-point game as Hope Grasswick now trying to cut into that deficit, sends it across. Moorhead on the return. If Moorhead can continue to set plays for Samantha Zimmerman, this evening is short-lived. 18-7 Moorhead. Here's the play now by Willow Coyer. The running jump serve and across. Just dug off the floor and played. Point Moorhead into the net. It goes. And it is 19-7. Here's the look now by Coyer on her running jump serve. Played by Grasswick forward. And to the far side, all the way to the back row. Now leaning it forward, and Megan Hogel gets that one to go in. She's been aiming for that spot all night long. This one was good. And with that point, Sartell takes the timeout. Spuds are 5 points away from a return trip to state tournament competition. Here in set 4, it's Moorhead 20 and Sartell 7.
At Moorhead Dental Associates, you'll get the very best care and state-of-the-art technology. Dr. Scatfold and Dr. Johnson are now accepting new patients. Call or stop in to Moorhead Dental Associates.
Set 1 went to Moorhead, 27-25. They had to rally, putting up a 12-2 advantage down the stretch to get the win. In set 2, it was Sartell, 27-25. In set 3, Moorhead persevered and got the win, 25-19. We're in set 4, and the Spuds have a big advantage at 20-7 and serving. Here's the return now near side. And a double hit by Sartell gives point to Moorhead. And now they need 4 more. Sent across by Coyer. Here's the return. That's deflected at the net and wide. Point Sartell. 21-8. Morgan Vosberg is ready to settle in and serve for the Sabres. Right-hander sending it across. It comes near side. Claire Howells sent over. And brought back now and deflected wide and out. And so the Sabres trying to put together a rally here against the Spuds in set 4. Now trail at 21-9. And Vosberg is ready to settle in for the serve. Right hands it over all the way to the back row where Carly Vetter plays it forward, then it's sent off. A save at the net. Now Coyer sends it back up for Moorhead to the backside of the play, and the ball is in. Point Moorhead. Kill on the play. for Jalen Ennan. And the Spuds now lead it 22-9. Alexa Grunwald serving. Sent back up to the net. Here's a big hit and point. Sartell. Nice set right to the net for Caitlin Hammer. And she had the right jump at the right time, and she had no problems knocking that one down and in. 22-10. Sartell trailing but serving. Here's the play across. Alexa Grunwald with a run to it, and it's played off to the far side. I'm surprised, quite frankly, that there was no call on the fact that Grunwald, in her effort to get around the ball, may have stepped beyond the line at midcourt, but the point does go to Moorhead. And it's 23-10. Here's the return by Sartell. Back to the near side, and Dilly has her hard hit deflected towards the far side and out of bounds. Here comes Taylor Voss back on. Serve, Sartell. Alexa Grunwald plays it on the back set. Claire Howell gets the kill. Set point, match point coming for Ayanna Blythe. Making some substitutions here. Classy move by Sarah Hornseth. She's got a couple of seniors that are making their last play, either to come on the court or they have played and are coming off the court. And we credit Sarah Hornseth for her compliments to her players, as the play will come on this match point. Spuds at the net, set across, point, win. Spuds in 4 defeat the Sartell Sabres and move on to state tournament competition. The final here in set 4, Moorhead 25 and Sartell 11.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, we'll just watch them shaking hands. Yep.
We'll have a trophy presentation, hand out some medals. Prior to doing that, let's give For 15